According to this analyst, the worst is yet to come with this whole Russian invasion war, all of this FUD that is surrounding cryptocurrencies with wars, invasions. The worst is potentially yet to come. Is this going to be a good thing for cryptocurrencies, any cryptocurrency that you hold? Is this going to be pushing up the market? And is the crypto market going to continue this bullish run? In this video, we are going to be talking about that and much more. There are some crazy things happening behind the scenes in the news that we need to tell you about if you are holding cryptocurrencies. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe with notifications on so you do not miss these time-sensitive videos. And if you love cryptocurrencies, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps to support the channel, but most importantly, it helps to get these videos out there to people who need to hear this information. And if you want to get access to the most profitable crypto trading community in the world, go ahead and join the Patreon, where we are making constant day trades. You get access to early and new cryptos that come out for fair launches. You can even follow my trades, speak to me on the phone. And I also have a crypto trading course. Go ahead and check all of that out. The first one is the Patreon. The other one is Teachable. And do not forget, guys, there's an opportunity for you right now to get 5 free stocks worth up to $9,000. All you have to do is create an account with my WEBULL link below and deposit 1 penny or more, and you will get stocks worth up to $9,000 for free. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into the content. We need to get right into this content. So what we are seeing is a bit of a pullback today. The market has been bullish, and as I have said in my video yesterday, which you should definitely watch, after there's a lot of green, always expect a little bit of a pullback, especially when there is a lot of green, as we saw some crazy pumps, some crazy moves in the crypto market in a very short period of time. And for the last day or so, we've been trading sideways, and today we've taken a little bit of a dip. And the reason for this is, guys, this is not financial advice, but look, the reason for this is because the stock market has been selling off. The stock market has not been performing as good as cryptocurrencies. And this is, of course, due to war and all the FUD that's happening around the world. But this analyst says, based on what Putin is saying, some of his plans, is that the worst is yet to come in this war. This whole situation is probably going to negatively affect a lot of economies around the world, including the stock market in the US. Some stocks will do good, but a lot of stocks will not do good. And this certainly affects the economy of the United States, this whole war with Russia, and economies around the world, because we are putting sanctions on Russia. Russia is no longer doing business with a lot of other countries, and that stops the ebb and flow of trade and all type of things around the world. It pushes up gas prices, a whole bunch of things that it affects negatively, unfortunately. But the interesting thing is people know that that is going to negatively affect stocks and economies and the dollar. So what they do is they invest in cryptocurrencies, and that's why we are seeing cryptocurrencies go up as a result of it. And here is another thing. Look at this. Bitcoin is a good bet if the Fed continues easing to avoid a recession. So what this guy is talking about, and yes, he said Bitcoin, but it's also pertinent to all cryptocurrencies, because Bitcoin moves the whole crypto market. It is the base layer of the whole crypto ecosystem to a degree. So when Bitcoin goes up, cryptos go up, and so on and so forth. But here is the thing. The Fed, because inflation is so high, is trying to combat inflation by raising interest rates to combat inflation. Now, honestly, that's really not even going to do anything, but it certainly will be pushing up the interest rates of people, so that they have to pay more interest on their houses and so forth. And that's certainly not a good thing for the American people, but to a degree, it combats the inflation that they speak about and are known about. But really, inflation is much higher than the readings that you hear once a month. And around the 10th or 11th of the month, generally in the first quarter of the month, the first third part of the month, the inflation reading is red. And that inflation reading is probably going to end up being high this month because it's the report of last month. And especially with war coming up. And generally, what happens is the stock market drops whenever they have an inflation reading, a report. But this time, I think that the inflation reading report, of course, is going to be high, but I think it's going to positively affect cryptocurrencies. When inflation goes up, cryptocurrencies also go up as well, because people want to put their money into something safe that appreciates in value. Unlike the US dollar, cryptocurrencies appreciate every single year in value. The US dollar depreciates, it goes down in value and in its power. And so people know that, they understand that, and when we are in a crazy inflation period as we are in now, where inflation is just going up every single day, People need somewhere safe to put their money, and that's why cryptocurrencies are going up, and that's why cryptos will go up for a very, very long time. Yes, there may be volatility, there may be crashes, there may be pumps, there may be dumps, but overall, if you zoom out on cryptocurrencies, it's very, 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 very bullish. And we're gonna go ahead and do some technical analysis in just a second. But before we do so, guys, if you want to be able to trade cryptocurrencies tax-free, go ahead and create an iTrust Capital account with my link below. If you fund an account, they will send you $100 in free Bitcoin. But this is very, very interesting because you are able to literally trade cryptocurrencies tax-free under a tax umbrella of a retirement account, which you can pull out early at any time. Highly check it out. Highly recommend making a phone call with them, talking with them about it, and see if it's a good thing for you. But here is the thing, guys. Let's go ahead and dive into the charts. So what we have been seeing is that the charts have been very bullish. These charts are still bullish, but when we look at different time frames, there are things that are bullish and there are things that are bearish. So if we look at the 4-hour to the daily time frame, we can see a pretty big, we can zoom out a lot, guys. We're able to zoom out a lot, and what we do see is bullish action, guys. We are very, very bullish on the longer time frames. But if we zoom in to the shorter time frames, this is a 4-hour, we are still very bullish. But if we zoom into like the 1 hour or the 30-minute, what we can see is, yes, we're still overall bullish. We are still overall bullish, but what we are seeing and what we have been seeing since the last couple of days is that we had a consolidation period, but we've broken down from that consolidation period. We've broken down from the support level and have come down because of the stock market's pulling cryptos down a little bit. So we've attempted to bounce up right here. We're most likely going to test this prior support level, which is now our resistance level. And I'm thinking we could get rejected and continue to head down because we've been so bullish for so long. I'm thinking that we could come down here, maybe potentially consolidate, maybe have another little bit of a dip, consolidate down here, and then take off. So that's honestly what I think is going to be happening. And this is completely pertinent if you hold Shiba Inu, if you hold Dogecoin, if you hold Ethereum, if you hold XRP, if you hold top 20, top 30 cryptos. For the most part, when I show you these charts, it is the same exact thing. So we are seeing a little bit of a pullback, guys. It's nothing crazy, nothing to be worried about. And it's probably likely, as I have assumed, that I think we could go down a little bit, maybe consolidate for a couple of days. It is very likely because of how bullish the market is. Nobody knows what's going to happen, right? But technical analysis, when we take a look at these patterns, gives us a very clear indication with strong probability of what most likely is going to be happening next. What is the next move in the crypto market? What we are seeing, guys, is charts. Charts shows us the price action, the volatility of the buyers and sellers. So we see where we are currently at, where we were, and where we are most likely headed. It shows us the sentiment of buyers, whether we are bullish, whether we are bearish, whether the market is strong, whether the market is weak, and what we see the market is certainly strong. So we're gonna keep a close eye on the market as in the Patreon and let you guys know when to buy and to sell, what my constant updates are, what my constant moves are. And I'm thinking, and I'm certainly not going to be surprised if we have a really big breakout here soon. So yes, we can get a little bit of a pullback here in the next couple of days. We could even bounce up and blast up tonight. That could happen at any second because of how strong the market is and with all the crazy things happening around the world, people buying cryptos for war, for the purpose of war, because they have nowhere else to put their money. So in these type of conditions, the market can crash, it can pump at any second. So that's why we have to keep our eyes on the market with strong detail. But do not be surprised, guys, if we get a really big breakout here. The market is bullish, guys. Look at this. Look at how strong this uptrend is here. We are literally just taking a pit stop, which this pit stop, as I am saying in conclusion, we could see a little bit of a dip. But guys, whether we get a little bit of a dip here, we continue to trade sideways here, we are setting up for a very big move because ultimately this is a bullish flag. A bullish flag is when you have a big pump up and then a consolidation period, which can of course go down sometimes. But generally this pattern, you will see a really big move. Look guys, right here, I can show you. Not too long ago, we had a pump up, consolidation period. We're looking like we're going down. And then look at this, a really big move to the upside. And we're forming that exact pattern, guys. Look at this. It looks identical, guys. It looks absolutely identical. The next move is going to be a big one. But before that next big move, we could go down a little bit. We could trade sideways from here. I'm thinking we're about to have a massive breakout. And in the month of March is going to be a huge breakout, guys. Absolutely massive because of what is happening behind the scenes, which is very bullish for cryptocurrencies. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you got something out of this video, give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate the support. Blow up the comment section. I will see you all later.